Hello. Hello. Good morning. Hi. I was up late again. Big surprise. But this time I was playing Octopath. Also, I'm gonna try a little something here. During the video I posted yesterday, by the way, I realized that I think I can be really close to my mic. I think I can be really close to my mic and it doesn't sound terrible. So I'm gonna try that during stream and see if it translates over. I don't know, maybe the recording setting and the live stream video setting is different. Maybe not. But I'm gonna try it today. Today is gonna be like a, what is it? It's like a callback. We're gonna be doing a Flanley reads. Haven't done those in a while. Because back then I used to just like read a bunch of visual novels. That was my whole shtick. So yeah. Hello Miranda, hello. Hey, okay, I have a question. I have a question real quick. Does it sound weird right now? Does it sound weird right now? Because I'm much closer to the mic this time around. Like, is it clipping and stuff? I don't know. No, you sound HD. Oh my. You know, for all these years, I've had this mic and I didn't realize. I was like, why is my mic quality like not as good as it could be? Wait, is it like too much? Is it too much? I can move a little bit further. It's like, you know, I'm getting ASMR. I don't know if that's what I want, but are you gonna reel milk outside a bag of milk? I am today. This game's actually a sequel to a game I played a long time ago on the channel. This was back when I made videos and I didn't stream. And it was... Let me see if I can't pull it up. Because it was pretty successful. It was a pretty successful video. It was I remember it was probably one of the first times. It was that Neat Girl Date Night and Disillusion, where I was like extremely happy to have eyes like watching my stuff. Oh snap. 3 years ago I posted this. A playthrough of milk inside a bag of milk. And I was really happy with the thumbnail. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, so the reason I want to be like close, I want to get a little bit closer today because it's just gonna be reading. It's gonna be a lot of reading. It's a visual novel. Hello, the devil's work. Hello. Oh my goodness. Milk outside the MAGA. Yarn. Hello. How are house tricks? Kids still saying that these days? Yeah. Oh my goodness. How are you in two places at once, bro? Hello, welcome in the Devil's Work. How are you in two places at once? Wait, Yarn, I have a question. It's there is this Backrooms game. Wait, Captain Clark's something Empire? I know in the Backrooms movie it's Ottoman Empire, but this one is Unseen Empire. Have you heard of this? Have you heard of this game? Bro, if there's Backrooms, I'ma head out. No. This game isn't about the Backrooms. It's about a girl that we're gonna try to make her life a little bit better. You have not heard of it? Okay. Well, one of these days, I'm gonna do a Roblox. When are you playing Endocopia? One of these days I want to play it. You know, that's the same dev, or the artist is the same one who did, oh, what is it? It's a shooter. It's like the Vampire Survivor like that I love. Picayune Dreams. Where you play as Picayune and you're like a spirit. You're like a body that keeps regenerating against its will. And so yeah, it is on my list. I follow the dude on YouTube on the updates. I'm pretty excited. I remember seeing the demo for it for like years back, but it just, you know, I did not get it on launch. I should have gotten it on launch. It's just I have so many games since I have the what is it? I have the Humble Bundle Pass, and I just cashed in 1 billion games. I have a subscription where I just get a bunch of indie games and sometimes a AAA game. And I just ate yesterday, so my belly is full of indie games. Yummy! I low-key expect this game to end up like Fear and Hunger because of the evil weekly stream calendar. This game is like a... what? It's like a mental health sort of game. I think it's gonna be sad. It's like surreal. Probably sad. You know? It's gonna really challenge us to think critically. Alright? Sometimes you need like a game that it challenges you, a cerebral sort of game. You can't just stare at a screen, drool on the keyboard. Why is the weekly calendar so evil this week? I guess we're just gonna have to find out in like 5 minutes once we're done jaw jiggling. But yeah, I think we're in for a good time. I also wanted to hype up this game a little bit because I mentioned it earlier, but this is like the first, this is a sequel. This is a sequel to a game I played like 3 years ago on the channel when I made videos. And it was like the first time I actually got views. And I was like so happy. I was so happy to get like 3 views. I'm so serious. I remember like looking at my phone, looking the views go from like 0 to 1, and I was like pogging out. Oh yeah, I did it. Yeah, it's good stuff. Same with Neat Girl Date Night. I think that's still one of my best videos performing. And Disillusion. Yes, I see it right here. Disillusion True Ending. That's also a banger. And I really like that. I'm really happy with it. What's the pre-sequel called? Well, it's called Milk Inside a Bag of Milk. And now it's Milk Outside a Bag of Milk. The whole point of the first game is we help this girl. It's the same girl, by the way. We help this girl buy milk. That's it. And something in her head makes her dissociate in a way that people look like alien creatures. You know? Oh, why is the view count that? I don't know. I have 1K? You do. Okay, but actually, the exclamation mark art does not work because I didn't implement it yet. But yeah, don't worry. I will probably by Friday I'll probably have it working, which means it'll just eat up your coins and notify me. And I might have a part in the Discord. How do I even make this work? Maybe I have a chat in the Discord where you can do your request. You can ask for your request and then I can draw you an MS Paint. Or draw whatever in MS Paint. You know, I was gonna say, hey guys, I think I'm gonna start booting up the game. Let's get cracking. But nowadays, you can't really say that anymore. Alan Wake 2 waiting lobby? We can study until old age and still not finish. Dang, that's tough. Don't worry, bro. It's coming. It's coming. Alan Wake 2 is coming. Oh, wait. Do I have to Windows capture this? I might. Okay. Alright. Are we here? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? This is like a Russian game. Or the developer is Russian. Okay. Oh, you're a bit big, aren't you? Okay. Let me shrink you down. English. Wait, this game contains flashing lights and touches on heavy topics. Take care. It's a serious game, guys. Wait, F for full screen? This is a recap of the first game. I believe. Alright, now here we are. Here we are. I guess this is like a continuation right where we left off last time. She looks so jolly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Okay, I think that's as close to full screen as we're getting. Okay, here we are. Are you excited? Are you excited? I kind of am. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous because we're gonna try our best to get her a good ending. I don't know what that looks like in this game. Maybe there isn't one, but we'll do our best. Okay, so yeah, what you basically saw was she went out, she bought some milk, and now she's coming back home. And her mom looks scary. But, oh jeez. No, that's about it. That's all you need to know. I'm walking to my room, trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls, the ceiling. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mom told me to go to bed. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. Haha, that's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure of that. I break into a run and dash towards the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now, don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers, but then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door down. But there's somebody inside. I'll surely scare them to death, but... Wait, how can I scare to death someone who's already dead? What if it actually revives them? Oh, no, I don't want that. What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thoughts when a shoulder hit the door and it flew open. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside. But there was a bag of milk I bought today. Sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eyes, I stare back. Nothing happens. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf in a store or on the table in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world into the scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. Hey, I think about this sometimes. Sometimes I think about, maybe plates and utensils are oh, I wonder if they want to be used. When you throw away, I don't do it often, but, when you throw away, leftovers, do you think, oh, I'm safe now? Or do you think the leftovers like, oh man, they didn't eat me? You know what I mean? I kind of get it. Or like a pen. Sometimes I'll be like, I look at a couple pens and I'm like, oh, I haven't used them in a while. And I wonder if the pen likes being used. Or not. I don't know. I'm not a pen. But, you know, a pen has like a purpose. Does it want to fulfill that purpose? I guess it's an individual level. Rot away or dissolve away. Oh yeah, those are the two options for my leftovers. So which one would you rather do? You know, imagine you're a food product like me, and it's like what your purpose is to be like eaten. Do you want to fulfill your purpose? Or do you want to start streaming? I don't know. You know, just something to think about. Or maybe like you think of like stuffed animals. Some people like would name their stuffed animals and they talk and have voices, and it's kind of like that, right? And it's like, oh, you leave a stuffed animal like in the closet for a long time and it feels like sad and mist. Wait, it's like Deltarune. You know what I mean? It's like these inanimate objects become real. So maybe, you know, it all comes full circle. It all comes back to Deltarune, guys. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. I walk towards my room through a narrow corridor. I meet a familiar formless creature in the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body like a hungry dog. I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paw, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp like a blade. Again? I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Don't move. The creature squeezes my hands until my veins start bulging, and I just keep staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all pain. I've promised so many times. Stay put. The moment it says that, its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin and the ring of tightly sprung sinews. But then the claw injects its venom into me. It hurts. A white veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor, just like last time. But why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up. Strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from that pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by my throat while keeping the poisonous claw inside my arm. Hysterical screams resound the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try to imprint where every drop fell in my memory so I could gather them all later. I need to remember. A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. Hello, Idra. Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, what a funny time for you to join in. This is milk outside a bag of milk. A visual novel. That was gross. It was a little gross. Yeah, a bit of warning. This game is weird. It's surreal. It does get gross. There's some like uncomfortable things. That was neat. Okay. Feels like Who's Lila but anime. Just the thing to hear when I have COVID. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you get well soon. And you get your, I don't know. I was gonna say I hope you get your taste back, but that's like selective, I guess. Because when I had COVID, that's what like I was sad about. I wasn't able to taste food. Actually, I remember I was eating Firehouse Sub, and I love Firehouse Subs. But I remember eating this, and all the flavors were muted, and I got sad. Because, it's something that I enjoy eating, and now I couldn't really enjoy it. I think I'm tasting fine, but everything smells nasty. Oh. Well, if they describe a funky smell on this game or something, it's all good if you need to dip out. My husband washed the cats last night because I said they smelled nasty. Wow. Well, hope you're able to take it easy. It seems your husband's helping you out, so that's awesome. Let me think. I'm in for the comfort stream. I'll give you a little context about what's happening. In the first game, this is the girl. I think she doesn't have a name. People call her Milk-chan. We helped her. We don't even know who we are, really, but we helped her get some milk. This is a sequel. It is. And we had an idea that, I don't know, she dissociates. And so what's happening is that regular people look sort of like aliens. Their speech can be jumbled up, doesn't make sense, but sometimes it does. And so it's hard to discern what's sort of like an exaggeration of what's happening in real life and what is like, I hate to say what's real and what isn't, because I think for our protagonist, all of this is real. For her, she's actually going through this sort of stuff. And so I don't want to, I want to choose my words carefully. Because I feel like this sets up for like a whole lot of nuance, and I don't want to discount anything we're seeing so that we can better understand what's happening. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think maybe it's something like that creature we saw earlier is our mom. She's like the only one in the apartment. Isn't that a real disorder where you see everyone effed up? I think so. What, is it like Saya no Uta? Or the Song of Saya? That'd be horrific. It's not like monsters, but it's similar. Oh yeah, like everyone looks weird. So yeah, you're in for a comfy stream today. And we're gonna do our best to make sure that she's okay. That's the goal of us. What's reality and what isn't? Yes. And I do know there are multiple endings to this game. It's like advertised. I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I wash my face, and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a toothbrush in my mouth. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. And there was a time when the last minute before I sleep were my favorite time of the day. I love anticipating the inevitable moment when the reality and the dream world would clash. I woke up for that moment's sake, lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool, but the dreams always, slowly but surely, slipped away. As if somebody fished them out of my head, one after another, until nothing was left, and now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. Like something I want to point out so far is like our environment. Everything is like black and purple and red. And for her, that's her reality. You know? This girl is depressed. She is. And so I hate to be like, oh, this isn't real. Because it is real to her. I guess that's the sort of point I was trying to get across. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out to my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work separately since I always swallow them at a bunch without thinking. And now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. I'd do anything to stall for just a little bit more time. A smooth, protruded red capsule's looking at me. It's covered in murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So what do we have inside you? I gently press on the capsule from both sides, and to my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquid pours out. Filthy, filthy. The pill flies straight to the waste bin, and I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. Next was a flat pill with the same blood red color. There was some letters printed on it. No, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy, but it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No. I don't even want to look at it. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides, and then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead, and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. My eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. But not to my mom. She'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm already asleep anyways. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really want some small talk. I wonder, what's going to be my conversational partner? I'm thinking because right now she's talking about her mom. Like, oh, cordially, if that makes sense. Like, she doesn't see her mom as bad, but that creature we saw earlier, that unknown entity, that was her mom. I'm pretty sure it was either from the first game or from the trailer or something. And so there's some sort of disconnect between how she views her mom and that creature. Like that creature isn't her mom. And her idea of her mom was like from the past, where she still had like a good relationship with her. And so she's following the orders, like trying to prepare to go to bed and all that. And she's thinking about her old mom. I don't know if that made any sense. Hey. That's us. And this marks a transition between being a first person, her point of view, to now it is us, the observer, the player, seeing Milk-chan. Hey, long time no see. You know we're only supposed to meet once a day, right? It hasn't even been an hour, dummy. Let's do the bottom option. Why does your voice sound so grim? Wow, that's some good wisdom you got. Nice. Naturally, I've read the manual. Judging by the pictures, the overdose side effects are the usual headaches, dizziness, exhaustion. Basically nothing I can't handle by myself. After all, now I know how to do it. You didn't reply. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? I'm pretty exhausted after today. Well, I guess you are too. That's not true. You need to go to bed. No. You've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now. Alright. I'll just stay silent until the medicine's effects wear off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you. At all. I'm so energetic and I feel great. Which means I can do anything. And you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. I can imagine how angry you are right now. Yeah, I'm beside myself. What the? By the way, you're the one that's useless and pathetic? Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together. Alright? So you're the one calling the shots now? Yeah. Let's see how long you can last. We'll see, yeah. Am I really that pathetic? Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheek. hanging from my chin and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast but not unexpected. Why are we so mean? I should have inquired about why she was happy. I try to scroll up as if this was Ren'Py. This is not Ren'Py engine. Hey, at least I tried. Go wash your face, then we'll decide what to do with you. I'm in front of the mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneery looks that the walls are giving me, trying not to drown in their giggling. But then me in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk through the floor. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared, 2 by 2 squared, square squared, a square pyramid squared, a pyramidal structure cubed, a pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better. But my head is splitting apart now. Sorry for being rude, or how do you feel? Kind of want to apologize. Sorry for being... But I'm actually more interested in how do you feel. You're mocking me, right? I'm obligated to ask you this at least a couple times per session. If you say so. I'm obligated to ask you this. This sounds kind of weird. A session, huh? You don't like that word? Like a spirit session? Oh wait, no. She's probably thinking of like a therapy session. I'm lost, but I hope you get the milk out. Right now we're kind of just talking with Milk-chan. We're trying to gauge how she feels right now and, you know, what our next steps are. Because, what basically happens, accosted by her mom, because maybe Milk is interfering with the medication she's supposed to take. And so that's why the mom doesn't want her to drink milk or whatever. But it's something that we really love. Or Milk-chan really loves. This is my hypothesis. And this time, and we're like, and she's subconsciously aware of that, so she didn't take her pills. Even though she threw up some of the milk. And that's why we washed our face. I keep saying we, but like, you know. I'm fine. No, you're not. I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. 'Cause we were there. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? Whatever it was your decision. Does it even matter? Does it even matter? I guess it's for her to decide. But I want to say yes. Yes. Somehow I find it hard to believe. Then why did you do it? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true the pain subsided for a bit at that time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad. I guess you know what to do then. Dejected, I reach out of the shelf with my medicine. I swallow the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood and transparent coating traveling down my esophagus, scratching at soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about anything so repulsive. You still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill in the air and catch it with my mouth. Dang. That means she's a pro. I lie on the floor. I look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of all that. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. Oh, I heard it. Do you want to talk about it? No, I've had enough of talking. What do you want then? I just want to lie down for a bit. Whoa, POV. You're looking at the ceiling. Oh, okay. AC, there's stuff plastered on the wall. The door's open. We've got a plant here. A shelf, some boxes. Have you ever decorated your ceiling? I have never done that. My ceiling's always just been like that. It'd be cool to have a poster up there. A poster on the ceiling, huh? I was thinking if you decorate the ceiling, it would be lights or a chandelier. There is one thing that I saw. Let me see if I can't find it. Yes, a school of fish lights. That's what I would have. Hang on, just a moment. It looks like this. Can you see it? It looks like that. I think it'd be pretty sick if I had one of these. You know, have you heard about people putting mirrors on the ceiling? What? No? It's like weird. People will install mirrors on the ceiling right above their bed. No, is that freaky? I don't know. Maybe it is. those stick glow in the dark things. Oh, like stickers on the wall? Oh, yeah, like stars and stuff? Oh, yeah. That's fun. I used to love glow-in-the-dark stuff. I thought it was so cool to have its own, like, light source. They were kind of jelly feeling. Oh, okay. Wait. Glow-in-the-dark stars for ceiling? Oh my goodness, it looks wait, this is a vibe. This is a vibe. Okay, maybe it doesn't look like a vibe from the picture, but trust me, it is. It looks like, what does that look like? It looks like you're doing like a Western blot or something. No, it doesn't. It looks like you are doing, not an ELISA, some sort of immunofluorescent staining. What does it look like? Oh, what is it called? What is it called? Well, you gotta check under using red light, blue light. It's not an ELISA, it's not a Western blot. It's something similar. Because a Western blot, you run it just like a gel electrophoresis. What is this one? What is this? The protein expression where you use an antibody to stick this fluorescent light on it. Whatever. I'm out of practice. Get me out of here. I didn't have that many on my ceiling, but I had some. I loved it because I was afraid of the dark as a child, so it helped me like the dark. Oh. I remember, I remember the first time I slept in my own room. I was a little scared at first, but I had action figures. I think I had a Robin action figure from like Teen Titans, and I remember he would like watch me. He's on the shelf and he's like keeping watch, if that makes sense, on vigil. So I felt safer. But I did want it so that wow, I just had a thought that that we sold that house. So the house that I grew up in, we no longer have that. I don't know why, it just kind of hit me just now. It's a little sad, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know if I was that afraid of the dark. I think I started to fear it a little bit more later in life. Once I started getting into like horror. Because I'm like, oh wait, what if there's like something in there? Alright, I'm getting too in my own head right now. Let's keep going with the game. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them out of my head, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming, like cockroaches. Ew, I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? I don't mind either way. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts, they're fireflies now, start swirling all over the ceiling of their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. This is such an interesting angle. You know, in visual novels, I feel like there are set angles that you have, and then you have CGs, right? But they're always character focused. But here, it's like, what is this angle? We're like above the head, above the shoulders, looking up from the bed at the ceiling, at the firefly. And it's not only that, but the room is so like tight and enclosed. So I just wanted to point that out. This is a really crazy angle we got. Now imagine if she had a mirror up here, or she had those glowing stars. This is literally her version of the glow in the dark stars. I just realized. What the heck? I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just that moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceiling make me start losing my patience. Enough! I hate you! And she's saying that to her own thoughts. That she thought that the fireflies would be cute, and then after a while, she's like too conscious of their fluttering wings. And now she hates them. Which is sad. I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lung. The fireflies scatter. Good job. Now start over. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So that doesn't bother you? Should it? Nah. No, a lot of people act like that. Really? There's nothing shameful about snapping at someone, if you have a reason for that. You did have a reason, didn't you? Sometimes people have a reason, they just don't know what that reason is, so it feels like they're getting snappy for no reason. But actually there is one. You'll surely get better, believe me. And now start over. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyways. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raise my eyes, look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. They can be anywhere. Suddenly I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me? Please tell me you'll help me. Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. That's the thing, I have no idea. This is weird. Will you tell me? I I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They're so itchy. Why are you crying? My eyes are itchy. Did he bring milk or did you drink milk? Did you drink milk? I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, will my eyes stop itching? I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, all of them one after another. What have you done? I need to gather the glass and then I need to have a bath and then... Here, drink some milk. First death, I died and felt something. Oh no. Dang. I do think she's allergic. And I guess buying milk is like an act of defiance. Just the act of it. I stand in the middle of the room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Well, that was surely something. Will you tell me or not? About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead. You're acting weird. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures before bed. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. And my thoughts are hiding from me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No. If I make even the smallest of messes here, I'll feel really bad. All the things should stay in their place, and that's that. Why? You don't have to tell me if you don't wanna. I don't, and I won't. Alright then, so we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside a mountain of junk without moving anything even an inch? Yeah. My oh my. I have an idea. Last time, becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, those games have moments where you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. I didn't know until my second cousin was born that you just be allergic to dairy. Like, not lactose intolerant, allergic to all dairy. Lactose or not. Wow, what the heck? Poor baby puked so bad. Oh my goodness. Allergic to dairy, so they had to drink formula and stuff. Wow, allergic to all dairy. That's crazy. I can't imagine. As a baby, or as a mom. Oh goodness. I'm thinking, as a mom, isn't that kind of like an important thing? You know, breastfeeding your baby and stuff? Yeah, she was a formula baby, but my cousin had trouble breastfeeding also. Ah. Wow. I kind of trying that over in my head. Because, you know, breast milk has like natural antibiotics and stuff. Well, I mean, as long as they're healthy now, you know, it's all good then, right? It sounds so fun. And what about the thing you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it even more interesting. This is so childish. And want to know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it. Oh no. Oh yes. I start panicking as soon as I get in a multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? You're such a handful. You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Or do what you want? Come on, don't be so boring. I was just teasing you. You don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision too. Oh yeah, she's a beast. Hey, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Let's begin already. I go to the middle of the room and I look around. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? Ah, this is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer for the pleasant anticipation. Hey, what? Look down. I look down. After a moment, oh. Wait, I just had a notification that my OBS disconnected. Oh wait, no. We're back. We're back in business. I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come out now. Wait, I think it was for a second? Okay. I'm glad we're back. I think, like the common firefly, only the females are bioluminescent. Is that true? Or am I insane? I think only the females are bioluminescent. As if that was an order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circling around my head for a bit, and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles. Oh, interesting. One down, let's look for the others. Yeah. Ooh, the radio? No, both male and females are bioluminescent in Firefly? Oh, okay. I guess I'm just crazy. What? Alright, we're on a sensory journey. A journey of sight and sound. What are those? I clicked on the things on the wall. Poster? Ah, those. Those are the photos of my best memories. But they're blank. I stared at them so intensely that I burned them with my eyes. Now they're just covering the cracks in the walls. Cracks? Forget it. Are we continuing the search or not? Okay, we are. Huh. Ooh, these lights. Are you serious? What's wrong? Just think about it. Why would fireflies be attracted to the light? I think they're quite self-sufficient already in that regard. Well, only if they'd purposely want to lower their self-esteem. We have plants, clock. What is this? Oh my goodness. We have 3 radios in here. The PC. What are these? Your usual notebook pages glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them. It's the only kind of information I can take in without trouble. Dosages and side effects? Yeah. I thought you know them by heart. Yeah. This is not your handwriting, is it? Of course it's not. Shaky, broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not writing, it's more like claw marks. Claw marks. Like the creature has. Don't forget to thank your mom. I don't need your advice. My scream makes the pages rustle restlessly. After a moment, a firefly appears from underneath one of them. After looking around in a business-like manner, it takes off into a business-like flight and ends up entering my business-like ear. Hey. Let's continue searching. I try to click outside. Ooh, what is this? On the table there's a book, or a sketchbook. Half of its pages are blank, which means it'll still be good for a couple of years. You draw that rarely? Why? Isn't that obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. I can't go to the stationery store on foot. I'll have to take the bus. Do you even realize what kind of nightmare that can turn into? Maybe you can ask your mom to buy you one? I guess we can inquire. Buy what? Ask whom? Can you even form coherent sentences? Don't play dumb. Ask your mom to buy you a notebook instead. Instead? So you want me to perform a string of actions, but you're also telling me to do one instead of another? Then how do I decide which action to take? You're so dyslexic. Man, you're a tough case. You lack empathy. Is that my fault? I get closer to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires, the sleeping bag, the cracks in the laminate, and the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the stool. From my height, it seems like the stool is missing 2 legs. I squat and look again. All the legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? Oh, let's not go there, okay? I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawing is buried on the previous page, the way it should be. Too bad. I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh no. I shut my eyes. A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with headphones in my head. I know what's going to happen. The rustling has stopped. Even though the wind is still howling from every direction, it can only mean the notebook is open on the first page. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look. If I wait a little longer. If I wait... Open your eyes. No. It's okay, just do it. No way, I know you're lying. Calm down. No. Do we wait? Fine. I open my eyes with utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings, nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know, did you? You're the smart one here, you tell me. Next time, don't close your eyes. What did you... I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again. Don't close your eyes. Don't make me do it, I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. I can almost see the outlines of drawings on previous pages. No way. Everything that's in the past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it, I'm closing my eyes. Look there. A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly! The wind immediately stops. For a moment, the world sinks into perfect silence. But only for a moment. The buzz that's always been haunting me fills the surroundings. but it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy. You made me so scared. The firefly blinks, flies up, and enters my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. It spends some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, but then its buzzing dies down. Phew. You okay? We're running short on time, so let's continue searching. Ooh, these plants. What about this? I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my fingers. A bizarre item, I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I spent my whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You have amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did. Before entering the web. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? Yes, I'm a hamster. And I live underground. And it's all comfortable. It's not a horrible dingy hole. It's a hobbit hole. That's nice and furnished, and the pantry is all stocked. Can you imagine? As always, your analogies are spot on. Okay, I imagine. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living, okay? Okay. Wonderful. And here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives... Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about anything else? Yeah. Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it. It gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself, if only I knew what. Looks like a cipher. Do you want to crack it? I change my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again, as if coming back to its senses. For sometimes it thinks about the further course of actions, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. There's finished searching, but there's so much stuff here to look at. Like these plants. Right. Insects enjoy pollinating the flowers and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess. I get close to the flower shed. I sniff around. The leaves smell of dust and cardboard. And death. You know those plants are long dead, right? I'm not sure a dead plant will be able to attract any insects. Well, we kind of don't have a choice here, you know. Still, you're right. Let's continue searching. Why don't you throw them out? Weren't you listening to me at all? We have at least 2 fireflies inside of our ear. Yes. I think we got like 4 of them at this point. Also, hello, welcome in, Noel. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? I was having a lot of fun with this chapter of Deltarune, by the way. Bringing it up again. I don't know, I heard some mixed things about this chapter, about chapter 3, but so far I'm really enjoying myself. Though I guess some people don't like having to revisit the map. You know, once during the game show and once during the secret game. I think it's really cool, though. I think that's pretty awesome. And like the raw amount of mini games and stuff you get to play, when you're playing it, I feel like it's a treat. It feels like a game, which is nice because you're also in a game show. Fleurflis. Wait, there's this auto translate and it says flowers. Even though I see Fleurflis. What the? Those are not fireflies. Those are straight up flies. That scares me every time I do it. Okay. I look down at my school bag, worn down and silly, it almost screaming of its own uselessness. From another angle, it looks like a full belly. Its contents are also regurgitating, decomposing, and turning into a sticky, mushy substance. Also, is this better? Is it better if I talk like this from now on? If you notice the difference even. But I'm much closer to my mic this time around. And maybe I'm gonna start start talking here instead of, normally I'm way out here, but now I'm here. I guess I have a bad sense of distance. Because I don't know if I should be, for example, I'm about 5 inches away, and now I'm maybe 1 or 2 inches away. So wait, okay, warning, I'm gonna get right up in your ear. Okay, now I'm an inch away. I'm right here, dude. What's going on? What's going on? It's dude, did you see that movie that just came out, Hostel? Yeah, that's right, Quentin Tarantino. Oh man, it was pretty sweet. Just kidding, I actually did not enjoy that movie at all. Well, I thought some of us were good. The ending sequence was nice, where he's escaping from the torture killers. I thought that was awesome. But I hated the first half of the movie. It was the guys just wanted to get laid in Europe, and so they're traveling across the country trying to get laid? That's so weird. And they under the guise of backpacking. Yeah, I guess you're backpacking. Then they end up in this unknown town in Ukraine where there's a worldwide killing ring. It's kind of crazy. And you know what? And did you know that Hostel, because it sets place in Ukraine, it made the tourism industry really perform poorly after that movie came out, because people assumed that all the kids are evil and commit crimes, and everyone is homeless and miserable, and then there are secret killing rings happening in Ukraine. And so the director of the movie had to fly out to Ukraine and stay there to prove that it isn't terrible. Yeah, for years the tourism in Ukraine had been bad because of the movie Hostel, which is why they end up moving the setting to France. Okay, anyways. Yeah, it went from Zam to time. I don't know what's going on, bro. The auto-translate is crazy. What a cool image. I need to remember this. Okay, yeah, wait, the whole point of that was to say hey, is this good? Is this actually a good place so I can speak from here? Compared to normal? Because I do have a really sensitive mic. And so that's why I was afraid to be really close. But if this works, then it works. And if I scream into your ear, well, it's gonna be terrible either way. It feels great is crazy. Okay, freak. Just kidding. Bro, please don't scream. Don't worry. It will not be intentional. I assure you. Tell me what's inside your bag. I have you at max volume. Bro, you should crank that down. One jump scare and it's over for the both of us. Nothing special, mostly just all sorts of books. I've taken out all the pens and notebooks out of there, and I'm not interested in anything else. You used to go to school, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way. Are you sure you understood my question? You think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. Alright. What do you like the most there? Well, the rooms were really bright, not like at home. That's it? Don't rush me, let me remember. So it's been a long time since we've been to school. Now we don't go to school. But Milk-chan is like a young child, right? Okay, I assume she's like 13-ish, around there. Well, the beds were also soft and the food was nice. By the way, I attended all the classes. The others always skipped. They probably got told off so hard. I smiled gently, absorbed in warm memories. You never graduated, though. Yeah. Do you remember? Wait, let me look up how old she is. I need to, like, get a grasp of... I thought you called her Milk John. Yeah, Milk John. Let me see. Milk outside a bag of milk. Milk-chan age. Never explicitly said. Most players view her as an older teenager or a young adult. But there's no age. Oh, so maybe she's closer to like 16, 17. Milk John. Milk John is so stupid. I don't know why. It's this guy, and he's not like made of milk or something. He just really loves the stuff for some reason, and his name is John, and he just got the nickname because he loves it so much. That's what I'm thinking. He loves it so much that everyone calls him Milk John. It's like the opposite of a nickname. Because a nickname, you shorten it. But they add a whole word to his name to clarify which John they're talking about. She's pale white. Maybe she's a Milk Jane. Maybe. I think she gets so little sunlight that she's omega pale. Or maybe it's the lighting. Yeah, by the way, this thumbnail that I did for today's stream was... Honestly, it was an excuse for me to... What is it? I wanted to study lighting, basically. And so yeah, because everything in this game is like black and purple and red. So I was like, okay, let me try to put her in a different setting. And so I used a lot of greens. I like working with greens, so... So it was kind of challenging to be like, okay, what would this shirt look like out, in a white background when everything isn't red and black and purple? Should I eat ramen, free McDonald's, or expensive salad from my cafeteria today? Free McDonald's is really hard to beat because it's free. And food tastes better when it's free. In my opinion. Ramen? Okay, it says my OBS reconnected. Why does it keep doing that? Uh-oh, that's not good. This place is falling apart. This place is falling apart. Oh, so if it's cup ramen, then I'm like, I'd go with the free McDonald's. Free McDonald's. Because it's free. Oh, wait, no, but I'm not, good. I'm not good at these kind of decisions for you. Okay, bet. There's the obvious, salad is so good for you. But free McDonald's is fun. That's the fun option. If you were in a visual novel, that's what I would go for. It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me that I'm already too old for school curriculum. I also realized that some time ago. The tasks were way too easy. Then we got in the car and went home. Mom greeted us there. We had dinner and went to our rooms. And what happened then? I don't remember. Does it even matter? Tell me about it again. Is your memory that bad? Please? Okay, fine. That day, Dad picked me up from school earlier, explaining to me that I need to grow up. Explains to me that I need to grow up? That's completely different than... That completely changes the meaning of this story. Because one is saying oh, you're too smart for the school, and another is you need to grow up. It's not like I could completely grasp what he meant. Either way, I didn't resist. We got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us there, we had dinner together, and went to our separate rooms. Satisfied? Tell me about it again. Dad dragged me out of the school building while I was scratching and biting. The teachers didn't interfere. That scene was ordinary for them. Who knows what the little brat has done? Then he pushed me into the car and we drove home in complete silence. Mom greeted us there. We had dinner together and went to our separate rooms. Please, let's not discuss this further. No, tell me again. Dad bought milk on our way home. Again. I hate milk so much. Mom was not home. Again. I hate Mom so much. What happened next? Suddenly I feel someone's eyes on my back. Knowing that these moments should never, ever be ignored, I turn around. Hello, Medlink. Welcome back. Goodness. How's it going? How's Tricks? But there's nothing there. What happened next? Everything that happened next happened after something. That led to everything that happened after what had happened. I looked at my bag again. Light pouring into the room through the windows glints on the metal parts. And there's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real, sadly. Whatever, I don't care anyway. I almost ended up kicking the bag in a fit of sudden anger, but I managed to stop myself in the nick of time. If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse, and I'll go blind. It's already happened countless times. What do you mean you'll go blind? I spent months memorizing the location of every item in my room. That's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. You won't get it. Look at your feet. I look down and see that a small insect is crawling towards me from my bag. It's barely glowing, and it can't even fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down to pick it up. The firefly starts glowing again as soon as I touch it, and then flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. After doing a victory lap around the room, it flies towards me with high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. That's exactly what happens. After it gets inside, it buzzes for a little while, and then goes silent. This one's kinda sad. I wonder why. So these thoughts are, So what we're trying to do right now is grab fireflies, which are our thoughts. And the more we're looking at our surroundings, the more, the more memories and thoughts we're having. Doesn't matter. What matters is that it's no longer alone. Sure, let's continue searching. So I could stop the search, but I want to keep looking at these. Okay, so everything that we interacted with is no longer interactable. We have these 3 radios here, but I don't know what to do with them, honestly. What is this? I tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. The closet is hanging under the ceiling, at least 300 feet off the floor. Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. At all. Like, totally. And I'm definitely not worried. Not even the littlest bit. Not even a smidgen of the littlest bit. Are we a figment or a representation of our thoughts or something? I don't really know what our nature is. We might just be like a voice in her head. That's like, I think it is like her thoughts. A representation of her thoughts. That might be, you might have hit the nail on the head there. Because people process, thoughts differently. Like, some people don't have a voice in their head. And some people do. And some will have, like, whole conversations to work through something. And I think that's what's happening here. That's why we do have options, but they're like pretty limited because it's like her own voice. If it was truly the player's voice, then we would have like way more, freedom. Not even for 1,000th of a percent. That's how much I don't care. Hey, I'm not telling you how much I don't care. From this moment on, I'm ignoring you. Oh, no you don't. Then act normal. I turn my eyes towards an inconspicuous shelf near the mirror. There's a glass with a toothbrush sitting on it, and a small towel is hanging nearby. What a wonderful sight. My fireflies are smart and good. They would never get in there. They know about personal hygiene. Okay, let's look somewhere else. Underneath the laptop? I doubt it. All the compartments are locked. What if? I don't even want to think about what's inside. Who knows what I'll end up imagining? Now I wonder... Ow! Now, I wonder if there's a certain order that you have to do this in order to unlock certain things. What is this? I look up towards a very high place under my ceiling. I can hear a countless number of small legs marching into the AC unit. Oh well. What happened? Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We'd better look somewhere else. Why would cockroaches be in there? Have you forgotten? You were the one who told me to think of my thoughts as cockroaches. Yes, but they became fireflies afterwards, but cockroaches don't disappear just like that. So they occupy this place. Do you understand now? I do. I get it. I get it. It's not easy to get out of here. I get close to the waste bin and look inside with curiosity. Pill packaging, notebook pages, and other garbage. Boring. There's nothing here. Indeed, no self-respecting firefly would hide in a heap of garbage. I can't disagree with you there. I look at the mound of pills and it makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it, I don't. What's wrong? I've almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless. I could have died. You already fixed that. Yes, because you ordered me to. Things could have been much worse, I guess. Yeah. I heave a deep sigh, come closer and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottles overturns. Pills rain down from it, along with them. A firefly! Hooray! After circling above my head a couple of times, it finally lands in my palm. The firefly rushes up my arm, and upon reaching my shoulders, crawls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. What is this? I look at the alarm clock. Time continues its unstoppable flow. It's so late. Are you tired? You bet I am. I let out a theatric yawn and hold out my arms to the sides. 1, 2, then I raise them above my head. 3, 4. Maybe a little workout will help me freshen up. Good idea. Do you remember the exercise you've been taught? I think so. I take a hesitant stance. What was it? Heels together, toes apart. Wait, heels together, toes apart? Whatever, I'll go with it. Count down 5 minutes. Fine, you've got a clock right in front of me, though. I can't look at its hands for too long. At first, I feel like they start moving in the wrong direction, and then they disappear altogether. And then things always get messy. Last time I saw a pair of eyes on the clock face. And also, I used to hear voices back in the day. They pleaded for help, I think. What a mess. Truly a mess. It was a mess, right? A mess. Well, are you counting down? My God, finally. What do you mean? I was trying to get through to you for half an hour. Huh? Forget it. Do you see the firefly? No. Let's continue searching then. Okay, I can't interact with these boxes over here. Okay, pixel searching. We have the fan and we have the bed. I think that's about it. What's funny about it? I imagine myself being a firefly that's looking straight at a giant fan. And? I'd be so jealous. The only thing preventing it from flying in a cage it's locked in the cable. It's like an inmate, if you think about it. It's so sad. Yeah. Let's continue searching. This is my sleeping bag. It's soft and warm. I'm sure that no living creature would be able to resist the temptation to spend a minute or two inside. They'd want to dig deep into the couple of favorite items, close their eyes, and then... Hey, did you fall asleep? Huh? I gently slap my cheeks to return to my senses. It's already way past midnight. Usually I'd be sleeping like a log at this time, but right now I can't. Let's continue searching. Hey, maybe we'll find something inside. Nah, my thoughts don't have a feature of putting to sleep. Quite the contrary, they always cause insomnia, just like tonight. What? I said searching here is meaningless. We have boxes. I guess that's it. We can't search anything else. Other than these radios. I bet there's like an order to this. You gotta interact with the radios at a certain point. I just don't know what. Oh wait, umbrella? The umbrella emanates a faint sense of coolness. No wonder. It's the only thing that defends me against the thunderclouds that gather under my ceiling. It's such a blessing that I can do it without my help. Still, a firefly won't hide in a place like that. They'll catch a cold and be unable to fly. You don't want to check? Why? I'm sure we won't find anything there. Okay, I think that's it. Guys, I think we're gonna have to move on. Unless we can go outside? No, of course not. Alright, let's finish searching. You found all the fireflies. Amazing. I guess. I've managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all. A zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much. It hurts you. I want to sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? Well, go to the balcony. Breathe in some air. Somehow, those words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This might sound silly, but I feel like someone's watching me. There's no way someone cares about you that much is crazy. Alright, let's stay here. Yeah. What are you gonna do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me? Ridiculous. Like milk outside a bag of milk. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me? Ridiculous. Like milk outside a bag of milk. Sorry, this is important. Title drop gives context on what this actually means. Being myself outside of her body. But you kind of get it, right? I feel like I'm on the cusp of getting what she's talking about. I guess it's saying like you aren't your body. It's like you aren't the container that you're in. You know what I mean? Like if you imagine milk, if you close your eyes and imagine it, I think of like a carton of milk, but that's just the container. I guess you don't imagine just like this free-flowing white liquid when you think of it. I guess in the same way, if you think about yourself, you think of like your body and not so much the stuff inside you that comprises it. Something like that. Disassociation compared to a bag of milk. Yeah. I wonder how the creator even thought of this. I don't know. I think, you know what I kind of like about video games? Is that behind each game is like a creator. And that creator, how I feel is that a game is like a conversation. At any point, either of you could drop it. You know, you could drop a game and stop playing. The dev eventually does have to end the conversation. Or they could make it so that it can keep going. Like a roguelike. Or there's an endless mode in a game. You know? Like endless mode in bigotry. You can keep playing and playing, and even after getting all the achievements, there's nothing stopping you from playing some more. And so it's up to you to end the conversation. Because I think creators, if you make games or draw or make music or anything, it's like there's a part of yourself in there. And so I think it doesn't come from nowhere, is what I'm trying to say. And I think they had to draw from experiences in their life to make something like this. You can sort of feel it. All of you in your context, everything you are, just splat without your bag holding you together. Yeah. And yet, you don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow, and never ever. That's a goodbye then? No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really, really small one. What is it? I've blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine, what's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrist and bite up my lower lip. Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me? Yes? I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Stop, I get it. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Fully. No, you. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in the blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. I know, it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places, bulging eyes with trembling, pale pupils. It was scary, you know. Then one day, I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room, couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well-deserved, I guess. It felt like I was caught in the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and I stayed here. I guess they like this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me, and I'm kind of scared of them and can't even argue with them. But today, well, Still too scared to tell me? Of course, they're listening, you know. Use your hands. Alright. I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. I was trying so hard here. Don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax. Nobody can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell him. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly. But it's not. And meaningless? You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we're just wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. This is what I modeled the background for this thumbnail. It was based off of this image right here. And so this is what the first game looked like. It just had like this PNG background, and it had this purple text. I wake up on the wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley, an awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? Finally. Well, who is that? I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. You're late. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. Then he takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him confused. He stares back, almost confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. Do you have a name? My name's Treska. I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with questions like that? None of your business. And besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's anyone else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know for sure. For one? Oh. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Treska says that and strikes a victory pose. No way. I'm doing that. You do understand that refusal is futile. Well, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird, constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, silence. He's a wacko, and his name is stupid. Are we going or what? You can go, and I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Treska puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you, I don't like you. He simply burst out laughing in reply. I do like you, though. Then he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Lead the way. Our trip to the store went fine. It's not for the fact that Treska was walking way faster than me. And on the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should. After reaching the store's doors, we were greeted by a sign. We're closing in 20 minutes. Who had the bright idea to indicate their working hours in this way? Probably have special staff for this. Someone who runs to change the signs every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Are you joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. Hey, that's what I was asking. And what's your name? None of your business. I was ready to slap the living hell out of this brat. But a scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says we're closing in 15 minutes. Let's go, what are we waiting for? Huh? Oh yeah. After another round of going across the long row of canned products, we realized that we're lost. Oh, this must be a dream! Bro. Is it? I don't really know. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask someone for directions? Sure. Hey, wait up. Treska let go of my hand and walks confidently towards one of the few store's customers. That person is standing with their back to us, studying something on the shelf. Hello, can I can't hear either the second part of his question, nor the reply he gets. But my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place. Looking the customer straight in the eyes, I hurry towards them. Is he yours? The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. If he's yours, please get him away from me. Yes, I'm sorry. I grab Tresca's hand and lead him away. He's still looking at the customer. His mouth ajar and his eyes pop. He's also shaking. Only when we turn around the corner, Tresca calms down. What was that? I got so scared, he said. What? No, not again. Suddenly Tresca starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Wait, what? Let me think. Okay, recap from this dream. Milk Chan is going to the store. She meets a young boy. His name is Tresca. He's a little weird, but he seems harmless. Why is my OBS... It keeps disconnecting. I'm gonna start from the beginning then. We close our eyes. We're probably in a dream. Milk Chan is going to the store. Tresca is looking for milk. Doesn't know the way, but probably does. Because the cunning smile. We both go together. He goes to a customer asking where the milk is, and he has a panic attack. And now and the other customer said something that triggered something, and now Tresca is screaming. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. You're mean. Who? Me? Tresca pushes me away and runs off. Drat. At the edge of my vision, I see the store staff hang a new sign on the door. There you are. I meet Tresca at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Oh! Wait, look at that. That box is the same one in our room. I think these are boxes of milk? Boxes with a bag of milk in it, maybe? Hey, you, moo. I hear an angry voice coming from the other side. Of a long queue that was formed after Tresca, I squeeze through towards him. What happened? The boy doesn't respond. He's just looking at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. A bag of milk, huh? So all those empty, boxes underneath our sink are bags of milk. Is he yours? Yes. Just leave him at home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yes, of course. And the waiting fee. What? You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Tresca starts giggling all of a sudden. And for the fact that your son is a... Okay. Let me think about this. Your son? Is that how young he is? Or maybe this is like a version of events that's played out before? Where we're the mother and Tresca is the daughter? I don't know. Do you think this might be a dream version of a memory? I read that earlier, just a little bit earlier. Maybe. You heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a blank note at the cashier, a much higher value than needed, even counting in all the stupid fees, then grab a bag of milk and turn around on my heel. We're leaving, Tresca. We spend the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right, towards a gas station. There, Tresca finally breaks the silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. I look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment and then goes out. You know. He turns away from the path and walks straight towards the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. It seems like you're not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Tresca's eye. You know, when he says, it seems you're not helping me at all, that's what, Milk-chan would tell. Interesting, hang on. That's what Milk-chan would say to us if we did, like, the wrong decision. So maybe in her dream, we swap places. And we're Tresca? Or that's how she sees us? Well, interesting. Interesting. I have 6 hidden achievements. Wait, what if we... Oh, we can't continue. We gotta start a new game. Okay. I don't quite understand what we could do differently. Something to do with the 3... I'm gonna have to look up a guide. Guide? Okay, I have a guide in front of me. You're annoying. Try to figure this one out. Okay, so there are some points in the story that I think we need to just pester her. Okay, I'm gonna skip through this. So what I'm getting towards that beginning scene is it looks really horrific, but I think what's happening is we're allergic to milk. I think that's what's happening. And our mom just injected like an EpiPen into us. I think that's what's happening, by the way. I think that's a good interpretation. Sorry, I'm reading through this guide right now. There's a lot of achievements here. I'm wondering what I can get away with not doing. What is required to get the ending? For example, how many deaths? Or exactly which one? How many fireflies are needed? Code. Okay, so there's an ending called Is Anyone There? No first death, 4 fireflies, second death. I look down. No first scene. So depending on if you get the first death, second death, and how many fireflies you have. Okay. She drinks the milk for the control. It's like the only way she can have real autonomy when she's suffering from so many delusions. I agree with that. It's like an act of defiance for her to drink milk. Everything is fine. Code, no first death scene, 5 fireflies, no balcony. You won't get it? Wait, that's what I got. I got you won't get it. Code, no first scene, 3 fireflies, balcony without jumping. I use no first death scene. I thought that was the first death scene. Oh wait, no, I see it. laptop without story. I had the laptop with the story. Pills, balcony without jump. Is crazy. In-game has some sort of secret collectible SC. It needs to friends only ending. Okay, I'm not quite understanding what this guide is saying. The story, when you interact with the notebook, triggers a fall from the balcony and a second death. Otherwise, she walks away from the balcony. If you find the pizzeria number SC, it leads to the ending Are We Friends? In any case, unless there was a first death. The rest of the items and their orders do not affect the endings. Yellow furniture with fireflies. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did get all 5 fireflies. Information about boxes under the sink. It's milk. Well, yeah, we know it's milk because in the store we saw. When you get to the game and it says hey, wait. Oh my goodness, you can save the game? I did not know that. I was just raw dogging it. Okay. Am I going for all endings? I don't think I am. Is there a good ending? Are we friends? Code, no first death scene. All fireflies. With this secret collectible. And no balcony. Okay, what is a secret collectible? In-game has a secret collectible SC. It's needed for the friends only ending. Okay, but how do I get that? How do I get the secret collectible? We were like 2 hours in the game. Had you not know that? No, I never tried to save. I assume the continue game was like, I don't even know, man. I'm not even gonna. Who am I kidding? I don't have any excuse. Wait. Milk outside a bag of milk. Secret collectible. A small phone? The secret is a small phone or pizzeria number located at the bottom right corner of the main room screen? Right between the fan and the radio. Okay, so how do I get the Are We Friends? So now I know that code. Okay, no first scene. No first death scene. Great. How... So there's going to be an option. That's the thing. I have no idea. This is weird. Okay. So we're in the room. Save the game. Oh, here it is. Save the game at the hay. Because this is where the game starts. Apparently this doesn't terribly matter. And... can't. Just gotta make sure. Sorry for being rude. It's not your fault. It's never your fault. Okay, just keep going. You know what to do, I guess. Okay, here is where the first death can happen. Just chilling. And then choose. That's the thing, I have no idea. Oh, when she's asking, like, what? You should know what's in my head. Or something like that. I don't know. Here are the fireflies. Alright. I bet this is riveting to watch. Don't worry, guys. Once we get there, we'll get some new stuff. Okay, so here's the first death is when I said that's the thing, I have no idea. And then so I'll choose the other option, ... Okay, so we just skip past that. I don't know how I didn't you've already proven you want to continue? Wowie. There's a firefly. Oh my goodness, it is down here. How did I miss it? Oh, I guess when you're pixel hunting, it doesn't really flash that much. Here it is, on the ground. What's this? That's it? She just says, what's this? Okay. Okay. And find all the fireflies with the collectible. Okay, so I need to make sure I don't trigger the balcony, whatever that is. Good. Click on the laptop. She'll give a small story. And you'll need to choose between two options. The second one is you'll end up returning to that subject anyway. Versus, I said fine. Okay. Alright. So I guess we will just grab the others, like normal? The other fireflies? So I'll do the bag first. And we already got the achievement. Instead of saying tell me about it again, we can just say okay. But asking her to tell us the story again gives us better context on what happened. Her relationship with her. Let's see. Wait, who was talking to make this room? Like, why is there a faucet in a bedroom? Who was tasked to make this room? You know, that's a good question. I have no idea. Maybe in like a studio or something like that. Also, this is like in Russia, so maybe they're just built different over there. Laptop. Okay, so if you say you'll end up returning to that subject anyways, you'll trigger the second death. We've got the book or the notebook. Just skipping through. Yeah, also, maybe this is like a really, an incredibly old building. Like, these papers are to cover cracks in the wall, and there's stuff like that. I don't know. And honestly, these days, you know, when you're trying to get a house built and stuff like that, not that I'm trying to get a house built or whatever, but what I hear from like coworkers and stuff is that a lot of construction nowadays is pretty bad. Like new constructions, they're trying to get things done really cheap. And so there are like a lot of issues. Russians are just built different. The pills? Memo? And the plant? Wait, how many fireflies do we have? I don't think we have... not in there, not in the trash. Not hygiene. Not the alarm clock. Not the lights. The cracks. Okay. Wait, you won't get it? For some reason, I got this achievement, but I did do the first scene. I got the first death. Did I like... I don't know. You found all the fireflies. Sorry, I'm not talking, but I am trying to see if there's any difference. So far, none. This is why I don't like ending hunting. There are games that are built upon you getting like 500 endings. Dude, Last Defense, like 100 line Last Defense Academy, I only got 2 of the endings. And they lock certain endings behind you having gotten other endings. And I'm like, what? This is ridiculous. And so I didn't really interface with that much. I did the first scripted ending, then I did one other ending. And then I stopped playing the game. Because it's just too much. So I wonder if this dream is going to play out differently. Are we friends? I got the achievement. Wait, so the dream is different depending on your ending. Hello, thank you for choosing our pizzeria. How odious? What does odious mean? Dubious? Like weird? That sounds like... Bro, it autocorrect my spelling of odious. I think odious is like a real word. Wait, odious means extremely unpleasant, hateful, or deserving of hatred. I just mixed odd with ears. Hello, thank you for choosing our pizzeria. Thanks for choosing Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria. What can I get you? Don't jump is crazy. You know, this place is empty, though I don't feel particularly good or bad about it because of it. I'm all alone, but at the same time it feels like I'm not. There's a lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. I can create a whole world with them. I'm sure it'll be able to fill the void around me if I try hard enough. This is the first time that her world does not look like ominous and evil. Although no matter how much I think my surroundings don't change, yes, things happen in my head, but they never leave its premises. And it's not like I try to suppress them. Maybe they were afraid to come out. So she's texting? What kind of pizza would you like to order? Anyways, there's so much space in my head that could be put to good use. So every thought would make a senseless and merciless circle in my head, destined to go back to where it started. But there should be an end somewhere. You can't wander around forever. What do you think? I know it sounds scary, but it's not scarier than constantly existing among the void. This place is safe, and nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though. Please note that we have a special offer right now. 3 pizzas for the price of 2. Yeah, there's probably nothing good in having the same thoughts over and over. What's the point of having them anyway? I could have escaped from here, but I feel like my thoughts aren't helping me at all. They should be ashamed. Probably. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a door here. I could have had it easier with one. I tried to find it. It turned out to be a waste of time. No matter where I look, it's not looking good, pun not intended, and that strips me of the last bit of hope for salvation. We also have a discount program for new customers. You can learn more about it on our accounts page. Don't you think that me being here is also a waste of time? What's the point in that? I can just keep on thinking, and even then, my thoughts are as meaningless and empty as everything else. Does it mean that I'm not filling the void, but am a part of it? Then why should I feel anything? Why should I know that I exist? Although I'm not even sure about that. This place is always neither warm nor cold, it's neutral. But at the same time, if I think about warmth, I feel warm. Maybe this world corresponds to my thoughts? I wouldn't want to admit that I'm completely empty. I'm not the reason everything has disappeared, right? Can't I just adapt and get used to having nothing around me since I can't do anything about it? Wait, I'm not entirely following what's happening here. She's texting on the phone. She found a number? Or is she having a conversation with this person? who works at Freddy Fazbear. Are you ready to make your order? Yes, that's right. I shouldn't care. It's empty here, and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. I'm all alone, but at the same time, it feels like I'm not. There are a lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. I can create a whole world with them. This place is safe, and nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though. Me being here is a waste of time. I don't fill the void. I'm part of it. This strips me of the last bit of hope for salvation. I shouldn't care. It's empty here, and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see the door here. What's the point in having one? I feel like nobody is helping me. They should feel ashamed. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I'm all alone here. I can't do anything about it. Please note that we have a special offer right now. 4 pizzas for the price of 2. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so she probably gave her number to like the pizza. You know those like advertisements where they'll send you stuff? I don't have that anymore, but I did have a couple. They would advertise by sending you text every once in a while. And I guess she's using that text bot, and that advertisement is like a robot. It's not actually gonna, it's not a person. And so she's using that to text out her thoughts. Also, she's near some train tracks. I don't care that this place is empty, you hear? I feel neither good nor bad. I'm all alone. My head is full of thoughts. They eclipse the world around me. This space is pretty cramped, but at least it's safe. Even though I'll never feel good here. Does that mean existing is a waste of time? I need to decide, and my thoughts will help me. They'll lead me to the exit, and I'll be able to feel proud of myself. I'll be able to save myself. At the same time, I don't really care anymore. This place is empty, but it makes me feel neither good nor bad. I'm alone, but my head is full of thoughts. A whole world, one might say. And she's having this conversation to herself, I guess sort of like self-editing along the way and trying to chip down into what she really feels. And the more she's having these thoughts, the more she's playing it out, more she's writing it down, it's getting clearer and clearer what she really means. And really, you know, wants to convey. If I try hard enough, I'll be able to fill all the void around me. Still, no matter how much I keep thinking, my surroundings don't change. Yes, something happened outside of my head, but... what was it? There's not enough space for my thoughts. It's already filled with someone else's. Even if there's nothing around me, I'm still here. And my head is full of thoughts. If I try hard enough. So the world isn't empty after all. I can't see anything. Session timeout. Please reload the page. So no matter what ending you have, they're all just dreams. Wow. So that's as good as we're gonna get? You think? Wait, let me look. Is there a true ending? Is there a true ending? Milk outside. There is one called Everything is Fine. There is one more where we get the avoid. Okay, we only got this goofy ending because we got the thing on the ground, which is apparently okay. Okay, so this is gonna be it. Because this one is not a dream sequence. Okay. Okay, guys, this is gonna be the last one. This is gonna be the last one. And we can speedrun it, since we know exactly how this plays out. So, thoughts on the game? Thoughts on the game? I think we have a good idea about what's going on here. We have enough context to form some thoughts and opinions. Game is coolio? Right, I think it's pretty sick. Pretty short visual novel. I like all the sprites that we get. The setting is really interesting. The premise. All right. I didn't even like read what she said. And then we go ... I like this game a lot. I like it a lot. For a visual novel, it's kept me really invested. Oftentimes, visual novels tend to be like really long. You know what I mean? They have really long, exhaustive stories, which is good when you have like a lot of characters and you have a world you want your player to explore. But for like a one-off, I think this is really succinct, really clear-cut. I think it's good. It gives you a lot of room to think for yourself and try to recognize and understand what's happening. It doesn't really spoon feed you all of the in between. And it feels really personal. This story feels really personal. It's short and bittersweet, yeah. Hopefully this last ending that we grab I think it would be disingenuous if this game had like a really good, just purely good ending. It wouldn't fit. You know what I mean? But it's like I think the ending can make and break it. I just noticed you're clicking through. Yeah, I'm just clicking through. What was I saying? Oh, right, the ending. I think an ending can make or break a series. There have definitely been some times where I'm like invested in a story and it's just miserable because the ending was bad. And I wouldn't recommend people to play a game or watch a movie or something just because I hated the ending that much. We've got one more ending we're going through, and we'll see what it's like. For example, as much as I enjoyed playing through Last Defense Academy, I hated how, in order for you to get a certain ending that has more, more closure and stuff like that, even though they're supposed to all be technically canon, you have to keep ending hunting. And I feel like, whenever I play a game, that first ending I get is always that is my ending. For example, there's 2 endings for Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. I chose one of them very deliberately. And even though it's not canon which way is the right way, the one I chose is my ending. It's like canon to me, because I feel like that's what's right. And for games to have you like keep fishing out for different conclusions, I feel like kind of muddies that line for me. Like I want whatever I pick to be what happens, I guess. I don't know, the player agency. What do you mean by fishing out? I mean like, there are games where, I'll just take this as an example. There are so many like conclusions, but there's normally like a true one or a good one. Or in Paranormal Sight, as much as I love that series, you have to get all of the endings in order to unlock the true ending. And a lot of these other endings usually end up with a bunch of characters just dying and you reaching a not happy conclusion, which sucks. So imagine if you're like watching a horror movie or your favorite series ends in such a crappy way, and it's like, you know, I hate seeing like characters I like care about and enjoy watching and am rooting for just die, and then they happen to be magically resurrected so that they could do things right the next time around. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like torture, and I think it's miserable, and I hate doing that. But for example, Alan Wake, I liked that. I liked that ending because it made sense. It made sense. It wasn't that Alan is able to save himself and his wife and everything goes back to normal. No. The darkness is still there. He gets to save his wife, you know. But in return, he takes places. He has to take places. It's like swap places. He's in the darkness now. And I think I really like bittersweet endings than 500 different endings where they're all canon because there's like a multiverse or something. And it's like, it's true that your favorite character died in this ending, but don't worry, there's another one to appease. It's like, you know, to appease the players, there is a different canon ending where they did survive. And it's like, it just cheapens it. I don't know. True, I don't like revivals, yeah. Like, what do you think of Life is Strange? I have not played Life is Strange, so I don't know. But I do know there's like a time rewind mechanic, and I think that's fine as long as the stakes are real. Like, you can't just keep rewinding. Or if they do like a rewind mechanic where a character dies over and over again, if they don't play it seriously, like it's a joke, you know, they play it as a joke, I'm totally fine with that. Like a Groundhog Day, where Bill Murray's character has to relive this day over and over, and at some point he's just finding different ways to try to, you know, off himself just to see if something will work and he can end this like torment, right? But they play it off in such a like a funny way. Like, it's like, oh, you know, he's getting ready with his bathrobe while he's trying to, you know, he's skydiving, and then instead of a pool at the bottom, it's just like, I don't know, off a cliff. And then he wakes up in his bed like, oh, that didn't work, you know? It's like, it depends on how you play it. But a lot of these games, they play like a death seriously, and they want you to feel like, you know, invested and frustrated to get a good ending or whatever. Or sometimes there's not even a good ending. So I'll see. Like, I think my opinion would be a little bit lowered, honestly, if there isn't a sort of good ending for Milk-chan in this game. And I'm hoping that's why I'm fishing right now. Right now I'm fishing for endings. Because even if it's bittersweet, I want there to be a little sweet. You know what I mean? In my media, I want there to be a little sweet. For example, I was talking about the movie Hostel earlier. As much as I didn't care for like the first half of the movie, I think they stuck the landing. At the end, I'm gonna spoil it for you. Sorry. But out of the 3 backpacker friends that went on this trip together, 2 of them died, but 1 of them lived. You know? And as much as this guy, he was kind of like a scumbag. All he wanted was to like sleep with women, and and he was kind of a jerk. But I'm still rooting for him because he was up against like serial murderers and stuff like that. And I'm glad that it wasn't just like a miserable, oh, everyone dies. But in this other movie I watched before called Zombievers, it's like, it's like a parody. It's a funny, goofy movie where I'm gonna spoil Zombievers for you. The last girl is who you wouldn't expect. She lives, but then she just gets run over at the end by like a truck. A truck holding, she gets run over by the people who caused the nuclear waste to drop into the beaver dam and turn them into zombievers. Because they're just like so, they don't care about, they don't see anything out there. There's a word for this. They're so ignorant to their surroundings. And then at the end of the movie, they're like, hey, I think there's a girl up there. And then he's like, huh? What's that? And then he runs into the final girl. And then he's like, it was probably nothing. And then the movie ends like that. And I think that's so funny. But it only works if the movie is funny and the tone is set like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You can do things tastefully, but most of the time, I'm not a big fan of fishing for endings and stuff like that. Those two things feel so far from each other, but the point is, an ending can make like a show or a movie or a game. Went on a spoiling kill streak. Y'all ain't gonna watch Zombievers. Y'all ain't gonna watch Hostel. These are like, weird movies. Maybe they're like cult classics, but I don't know. What I'm trying to say is I like bittersweet endings, and I hope this ends bittersweet, but not just doom and gloom bitter. Let's get this Firefly. I keep clicking the sleeping bag. That is not part of the rotation. Because at this point, I'm like really invested in this character, and I don't want them to just be suffering for all eternity. Like, I would like them to have a little bit of hope. I want a way out for them that's like positive. And I'm hoping that they like grow a little bit or something. What is it? Is this? What else is there? I think that might be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Two, three, 4, 5. Alright, finish search. And we're not grabbing this thing down here. You found all the fireflies. I actually really like watching horror movies because of that. You know what I mean? What am I trying to say here? I like the horror genre. I think it's fun. There are stakes. Some of them are like supernatural, some are more grounded, like there's a killer. And our protagonist wins out in the end. Or they learn something, or they find peace, or something, you know? Right. Everything is fine. Ugh, another terrible morning. Okay, okay. I want to add that this time, the world around her actually has some color to it. There's greens. Boo, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Is she going to school? Well, it's not that I care too much. I just don't want to be branded a loser on my first day. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Oh. Another terrible morning. Ooh. Branded a loser on my first day? She's having a lot of first days. What is this dream? I think all of these endings are going to be dreams. I'm clicking through, but you can imagine with every day, it has the same dialogue. Okay. Hmm. And now she doesn't have a head in this one. And now she has no face. Wait, I feel wonderful? It changed. She said like, oh, I feel wonderful. Okay, now... That is what people are considering the true ending? Well, I don't know what I expected. What happened? She had another dream where she was waking up for school for the first day, and each time she woke up, did she get outside of the bag of milk? No, she woke up and she's still there. That's it? The flip? Yeah. That's it, I guess. I mean, I'm sure, let me think. There's something to unpack every time. Sounds like the background? Yeah, I think it kind of is. Huh. Time to be scared at work. Let me think. As a whole, I think this is a good experience. I would recommend someone to play this game. I don't know. You know, let me see. Let me look at the silver lining here. Well, she hasn't had a dream in a long time. So the fact that she was able to have one tonight is good. Because she said that she missed having dreams. From the conversation, it seems like we won't be joining her anymore. Like, we talked about how this would be like the last time that she calls on us. Did I like that ending? I don't know. It was fine. It was fine. But I was hoping there'd be a bit more closure. Unless they're open to doing something else with this. I don't know if they are. It was an ending. Yeah, it was. There wasn't a good ending. I just fished for 3. But, you know, they say it's about the journey, right? Not the destination. I think they're half right. I did enjoy learning more about her and exploring the room. I think it was really good. I just want to say I might be more critical about this game than the other ones I play, just because I had a bit more invested, I guess. You know? It's like when I was being harsh on Alan Wake, it's because I like Alan Wake a lot. I really like that game. So I'm gonna be harsh on it. He can take it. He's a full-grown man. He can take it. This is me talking to the dev, more to the dev and less of the characters. But this was good. This was good. For like, I played it for 3 hours. It was pretty good. It was quite an experience. I like the artwork behind it. The world was interesting. I don't know. I guess maybe that there's no conclusion to this. Here's what I'm thinking. Because, you know, because life hasn't like reached its conclusion for her yet. She still has so much ahead of her. I just was hoping that there was something that she could reach out to. You know what I mean? Like some sort of goal or something she wanted to accomplish. But maybe her not calling on us ever again is a big step. Because that way she'll have her own autonomy. And she can move on from the bag of milk. That's what I'm hoping. That's my copium. My copium is, since we're no longer going to be like monitoring her, we're no longer going to have conversations, it means that she chose to stand on her own 2 feet. And so from here on out, we just have to have faith that she's gonna do her best. You know? She has all her thoughts in order now. But yeah. Alright, that was cool. That was cool. Thanks for hanging out. That was a little weird one. It's been a while since I just went through a visual novel, so it was refreshing. Let's see, what am I gonna play on Friday? Do I actually play Alan Wake 2? Would that be crazy? Would that be crazy to play Alan Wake 2? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what else to play. I have a bunch of these indie games that we could check out. But I kind of want to play Alan Wake 2. I kind of want to play it. Let's see. Or you could show us a talent. Like what? What talent? I can slap my belly live on stream. More ASMR. Yeah, Friday we're doing an ASMR stream. What is it? It'll be a roleplay stream where we are at a cafe and I threaten to send a pipe bomb to your house. How about that? How about that? That sound good? So we'll either do that, or maybe Alan Wake, or I might find a bunch of indie games I want to play. We'll see. We'll see. There's some stuff on sale right now. Might check that out. But yeah, I'm gonna get going now. Thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good rest of the day. Happy Wednesday. And as always, yeah, I'm gonna start talking to the mic like this now, from now on. How's that sound? You know? That's it. I'm gonna get going. Have a great rest of the day. And as always, take care out there. Alright? Alright. Bye-bye. Bye.